For the longest time, the goal for being online was pretty simple: rank higher. But a lot of business leaders are starting to notice that the old rules just don't seem to apply anymore. Having a high ranking doesn't always translate into real business results. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack what's changed. And maybe more importantly, what principles have endured through it all.
So, here's how we're going to walk through this. We'll look at 5 key ideas that really build on each other. We'll kick things off with the problem that I'm sure many of you are feeling. Then we'll redefine the whole environment we're working in. After that, we'll pinpoint the core principles that are still driving success, frame a new objective, and then wrap up with a strategy that's truly built to last. All right, let's start by putting a name to a problem that many are experiencing. We call it a paradox. Your teams are reporting strong search rankings, things look good on paper, but the business impact you expect, the calls, the leads, the sales, it just isn't showing up. It feels like that connection is broken. And this, of course, raises a really fundamental question. It's one that's probably come up in your own meetings. If we're doing everything right according to the old playbook, why are fewer and fewer people actually visiting our website from search?
Well, this isn't just a gut feeling. The data is pretty stark. More than half of all searches, 60%, and right there on the results page. The user gets their answer and they never click on any link, and that includes yours.
And even for the searches that do result in someone clicking through, the value of being at the very top has changed dramatically. The drop-off is just severe. Think about it. The difference between being number 1 and just a couple of spots down at number 3 can mean losing half of your potential visitors. The rewards are really, really concentrated right at the very top.
So why is this happening? The reason becomes pretty obvious the moment you actually look at a search results page today. It's not that simple, neat list of 10 blue links we remember. It's become this dynamic, crowded page filled with answer boxes, images, maps, all kinds of features competing for attention, and often pushing those traditional results way down the page.
And all of this leads us to a really fundamental shift in perspective. If we want to find the solution, we have to stop thinking about search as a list that we need to climb. We have to see it for what it has now become. And this is where we can see that change in black and white. We've moved from a simple directory of links, where success was about your position, to an engine that's designed to deliver answers. Search isn't just pointing to your information anymore. It is actively using it, interpreting it, and summarizing it for the user directly. So this is the crucial takeaway right here. The goal has evolved. Now, don't get me wrong, getting a click is still valuable. Of course it is. But the larger, more durable goal now is to have your business's expertise become the source material for the answers people are looking for.
So, given this new reality, what do these answer systems actually look for? How do they decide which information is good enough, trustworthy enough to be used and presented to a user? Well, it turns out the answer is rooted in some pretty timeless business principles. It really all comes down to 2 core ideas. First, reputation. Is your business seen as a credible, authoritative voice in your field? And second, usefulness. Is the information you're providing actually solving the user's problem? Is it answering their question in a really satisfying way? This quote really captures the ultimate goal perfectly. The strongest signal of reputation and trust you could possibly send is when your customers stop searching for a generic thing and they start searching for you by name. That is the true measure of a strong brand.
This understanding naturally leads us to a new and I think more resilient strategic objective for our online presence. The aim isn't just to rank anymore. It's to become a reference.
The primary asset in this new environment is something we can call citable content. Now, this isn't about old tricks like keyword stuffing. It's about creating information that is so clear, so well-structured, and so trustworthy that an automated system can easily understand it and feel confident referencing it as part of an answer. So instead of asking your teams for daily ranking reports, the conversation itself needs to shift. The questions for leadership are more strategic now. You should be asking, are we being represented accurately online? Is our expertise coming across clearly? Are we truly answering our customers' real questions? And most critically, are we building a presence that has value even without a click?
Okay, so how do we pull this all together? What does a durable strategy really look like in a world where the surface-level tactics seem to be changing all the time? The strategy that endures can be summarized by this simple formula.
It's about creating genuinely helpful content that proves your expertise. It's about making sure that the experience of engaging with your company online is seamless and positive. And it's about earning those signals of authority, like mentions from other respected sources. When you combine all of these, the outcome is always the same: a trusted brand.
And that brings us to our final thought. This is not about replacing SEO. It's about understanding what it now needs to support